Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be a summary of Exodus 8, 1 through 32. And the Lord told Moses to go to Pharaoh and tell him to let my people go and worship God. But Pharaoh refused, so Aaron held out his rod over the water, and a multitude of frogs came up upon the land. The frogs were so great that they were in the homes, they were in the beds and in the ovens and even in their food. And Pharaoh had called his men to do the same. Well, they just added to the frogs. And then Pharaoh said, Moses, go and pray to God to remove the frogs, and I will let your people go. So Moses prayed to God about the frogs, and God heard and answered his prayer. So all the frogs had died, and the people gathered the frogs up into a pile. But Pharaoh had lied and would not let the people go. And the Lord said for Aaron to put forth his rod and to smite the dust. And the dust became lice, and the lice were upon the men and the beast. And Pharaoh's men could not add to the lice. And his men said, This is the finger of God. But Pharaoh would not listen. And he called Moses and asked him to pray to God once again. And Moses did. But Moses said, Let my people go, because God will surely show his division between his people and your people. If you do not let my people go, God will send a swarm of flies. And Pharaoh said, Well, your people can sacrifice to their God here. And Moses said, No, we must go 3 days' journey into the wilderness and sacrifice as God has commanded. So Pharaoh would not listen, and the swarm of flies that came upon them. And Pharaoh had called Moses once again and asked him to pray to God. And Moses did, and God answered once again. But once again, Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he still would not allow the people to leave. May God be with you in everything and in every way.